Coach, this was a back-and-forth ball game for your guys. They had a pretty good streak in the second half, but, boy, Lamar was just shooting lights out in the first.
Yeah, we didn't guard anybody. Am I on?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we didn't guard anybody the first half. I don't know why. We had a different coverage for them than we did last time. And so you can say, well, maybe because different coverage. We had the same exact coverage in the second half, and we really do a good job. We beat them on the glass in the second half and hold them to under 40% shooting. So really disappointed they got anything they wanted in the first half. When you say good shooting, but they had great flow. They threw the ball where they wanted to, and when you run offense like that, the ball goes in. It's how it works. And then offensively, I got to give them a lot of credit defensively. They were really good. They were really good defensively. When we got some clean looks, we missed those shots, but they made it really hard. They did a great job with our middle ball screen action, their length, and really bothered us.
Coach, they were one of the few teams we've seen in the Southland employing the double screen up here at the top. How much harder is that for your guys to work through when it's something different? They get something different thrown at them like that.
Yeah, I think teams run a little more than you might think, different variations of it. But, they have good players, and really the head of the snake, point guard, really, sets the tone for their team. So he's able to navigate those ball screens and put pressure on our defense. But, again, like I said, in the second half, I thought we did a really nice job. It wasn't perfect, but, we're trying to claw back in the game, so we're running, jumping, and doing crazy stuff. But, in regular action, they went 4 minutes without scoring. We just couldn't get enough buckets to trim the lead and make it close enough. I don't know if we got it to 6.
Got to 7.
7, yeah. I knew we got to 7, 8, something like that, multiple times. And like I said, when we did get opportunities offensively, they're a good defensive team. When we got our opportunities, we didn't make them pay.
All right, what does this game mean to your team at this juncture of the season?
Not a whole lot. It's just so many games on top of each other, obviously, the way that the schedule is. So we got to get back here in the morning, and we got to get ready to go. We got to, watch a little bit of this. You got to know some areas that didn't do well and why, and then we got to flip the page quickly to Northwestern, who's coming in here. I don't know, did they play tonight?
Northwestern did. I'll tell you as soon as we flip it over there.
And I think everyone's in the same situation. So just from the standpoint of they all play tonight and then they play Wednesday, so there's no advantage from a rest standpoint, really. But nonetheless, it's still a quick turnaround for our guys. And, we had multiple guys play some really heavy minutes, namely Kaylin and Tommy. So we'll get back at it, try to check on our bodies, make sure we're okay. I think we ended the game without really getting injured, which is good to stay healthy this time of year, and try to win one to end the season. You want to win one and feel good about yourself going into the conference tournament.
Casey Ugwakazi is really giving you some champion minutes. He's young, he's kind of green, and sometimes the hands don't do for him what he wants them to do. But he still gives you some quality time.
I thought he did some good things. I think he got some deflections and stuff that didn't show up and affected some passing angles defensively. He only got 2 defensive rebounds. We got 2 defensive rebounds in traffic. He comes to work every day. Obviously, with kind of our roster and how it's been, he's been thrust into a bigger role. He had played minutes, but last 2 games probably the most minutes he's played in consecutive games all year.
Sure.
And he's handled it nicely, and he's a bright spot for us in the future.
Prince Davies, one of the first guys back off the suspensions, and he only played 4.5 minutes, Coach, but he got a tip in, and then he had a pretty impressive knife to the bucket and a reverse lay-in.
Yeah, no, he did some good things.
3 rebounds.
He wants to take back his turnover, but, he kept playing and fighting. When you have a mistake, there's 2 responses. You either worry about the mistake or you get to the next play, and we talk about it all the time. So he did a really nice job. I thought his activity was really good, especially he didn't play the whole first half. Came off the bench there and gave us some good minutes.
V.J. Reeves, 15 minutes. Has he had to play more roles than just strictly a 4?
the way we don't have positions like that. So yes, he's playing out of different spots. We really talk about forwards or guards. So
Okay.
he has played both with multiple forwards on the floor and not. So yes, he's played a little bit both positions. But he really has the ability to do the same actions regardless of where he's at.
Sure.
So when he gets into a two-man game with a guard, he can do the same stuff. Yeah, I know he wants him back. He really, really can shoot the basketball, and he's getting good looks. We count on him to make in the next game. We count on him to knock some shots down for us.
Sure.
Is a vital part of what we're trying to do.
Well, we've seen that, and Coach, shooters just got to shoot and get it. He'll get through it.
Yeah, that was a little disappointing. We didn't shoot nearly enough threes with the way they were playing defense. Turned down. And we probably took some, like with the shot clock going off, heaves at the basket. Those count for shots, but it's because you turned down two good looks early in the possession. So that was a little disappointing. And I think we got so used to just getting to the rim and maybe Saturday and it being that easy is that, you're playing a lot better defensive team. 20s, in my estimation, I think he's one of the best big defenders, really protects the paint. And makes those passes out of the ball screen coverage hard. So, that's what we'll go watch back and make sure the guys understand what we're trying to do and get ready for Wednesday.
Rob Banks getting more minutes than he probably would have this season, like Davies, and probably also like, let's not forget, Casey. Is it fun for you as a coach to be able to watch guys like that develop this late in a season?
That is a very tough question. It is
yes and no, right?
It is not fun to be depleted at any position as badly as we've been depleted. But as an individual basis and a coach of these players, it is good to see them get opportunities and have some success and failure and continue to compete. So it's a really tough question to answer. Be a little different answer off air probably.
All right, fair enough. All right, well, Coach, I know it's a short clock between now and Wednesday when the Demons come steaming in. I know you're ready to take on the Purple Clads.
Yep, we'll get ready.
All right, folks, we're going to line up here.